the sun begins to rise slowly over the ancient hills of Israel. Golden light spills across wheat fields, dusty roads, and stone cities that have witnessed generations come and go. In this timeless landscape, where history seems to breathe with eternity, there exists a different kind of calendar, one not marked merely by days, but by divine appointments. At the heart of the law given to the people of Israel, in Leviticus 23, lies what many call the appointed times. These are not ordinary festivals. They are moments set by God Himself, times designed to remember, to celebrate, and above all, to reveal a plan far greater than human history. It begins with Passover. On a night marked by urgency and faith, the people of Israel prepared to leave Egypt. Their homes were marked with the blood of a lamb, a sign of protection, of deliverance. That night was not only the end of physical slavery, but the beginning of a profound spiritual truth. Redemption comes at a cost, and that cost is innocent. Centuries later, that same symbol would echo with even greater meaning. Passover is not just memory. It is a declaration. The story then moves forward to Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks. 50 days after their liberation, the people stand at the foot of Mount Sinai. The air is heavy, the sky trembles, fire descends, and in the midst of that overwhelming moment, God gives His law. This is not only a moment of awe, it is a moment of transformation. The people who were set free are now given direction. Freedom without purpose leads to chaos, but freedom guided by truth leads to life. Shavuot represents that fire, not one that destroys, but one that shapes. A fire that illuminates the path ahead. Through the centuries, these appointed times were observed, remembered, and passed down from generation to generation. Yet they were never isolated events. They were pieces of a divine pattern. Every feast, every symbol, every ritual pointed to something greater. Then comes Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles. After the wilderness, after the journey, the people remember what it means to depend completely on God. They build temporary shelters, fragile, open to the sky, and dwell in them for days. It is a living reminder that their security was never in solid structures, but in the presence of God. Sukkot does not speak of what is temporary. It points to what is eternal. It speaks of the promise of dwelling with Him. At first glance, these celebrations may seem like ancient traditions, cultural practices of a distant people. But when seen through a deeper lens, a pattern emerges. A narrative, a deliberate design. From the lamb in Passover, to the fire in Shavuot, to the dwelling in Sukkot, a path is revealed. A path that begins with redemption, continues through transformation, and culminates in communion. This is not only the story of Israel, it is the story of humanity. Because these divine appointments do not merely mark time, they reveal the heart of God. A God who delivers, a God who teaches, a God who desires to dwell among His people. Today, thousands of years later, the echo of these appointed times still resounds. Not only in tradition, but in meaning. In every generation searching for answers. In every heart longing for purpose. These divine appointments have not lost their power. They remain an invitation to remember, to understand, and to take part in a story that is still unfolding. Because in God's calendar, every moment carries purpose, and every encounter has the power to shape eternity.